morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever this happens to arrive in your reality of now. I had an incredibly impactful day yesterday. And it was, when lots of information arrives in your lap all at once. Kind of one of those moments. Hearing voices outside my door, open my door, and I'm like, hello. And then within 3 seconds of that hello, the person looks at me and goes, just what I was looking for. Made me laugh. So, that being that, I took this information and I brought it to other people it would affect. Yada yada, what do you think? And my son looks at me and goes, I called it. I knew this, yada, yada, yada. And it made me laugh because I was like, well, yeah, I did say this. What do you think? And then I also was able to take that information to my eldest daughter, yada, yada, yada. What do you think? And hear their perceptions and opinions of how it affects both us collectively and each person that it would affect individually. All choices that we make affect us personally and those around us, cause and effect of actions. So, long story short, the powers at play, and by that I mean universal coincidences, things that can't be accidental, happen. And I had a lot of my questions answered about what about this, what about that, how would it look if, figuring out, the next 15 to 25 years of now. And it was fun seeing such clear answers and resolutions. So, informed decisions. We're going to pull a card for informed decisions. Things that you have enough information to go on. Anything from withholding information, dynamic. 23, we'll get back to withholding information in one moment. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origins and frequencies. It helps us put together reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. Okay, when you withhold information, that is an answer. That is an action. It's a choice. When you give information, that is an action. That is a choice. We are always accountable to our own selves, higher self to self. And we live in the accountability of that energy around us. Yesterday, I got all the information required, handed to me right as I needed it, as there was 2 large shifts going on in my own reality. I had just got off the phone with someone and I was like, there's an appointment for yada, yada, yada. We've got this long to think about it. They had also mentioned, I was thinking the same thing 7 days ago. And that made me laugh because the alignment of. When you make good choices, things that are healthy for yourself, your family, your loved ones, your environment, the things that you're in charge of, that you take care of, that you nurture and you develop. When you make good choices, it feels good, exciting, calm, peaceful. It feels wonderful. All right. Now stepping away from informed information. And thank you for yesterday, by the way. That was lovely. I'm going to step into a second situation that yesterday fell into and a dynamic I bore witness to. There was someone who had an important call and had to leave and didn't wish to go at that time. And it made me internally chuckle My history time on the fire department: when it's time to go, you go. When it's time to stay, you stay. Clear, cut, and precise. When we pick up the phone and we dial 911, we want our needs immediately answered. We don't want it delayed, hem-hawed, slow steps in, slow steps out. It's, I'm in need now. And it's important that those responding aren't on their phone, playing with gadgets, unprepared. You want your response team. This way, I use the analogy of EMS firefighters 911s. But now when I'm talking response team, I'm talking about your galactical support and your ancestral support here on Mother Earth. You want clear, concise connection. So I'm going to randomly pick a card for that one. Clear, concise connection. Balance. 3. Dynamic balance. Okay. That is the energy we're going to be pulling in as we do light language. My feet are bare and I'm placing them down on my cork flooring. Bottom of the deck is transition. 43. The frequency of transitions supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence in our lives, so that we learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow the transitions to occur with ease and grace. On top of that, perception, 35. All right. Response team. I noticed when the person needed to go, they don't have an EMS background, and not wanting to go. I was calculating in my headscape the time that it took to physically go and just leave. Our time is important, and our response matters. In the 911 scenario, you want those that are arriving to be sober, clear, and intent to help. Basics. Our support team, it supports us. And what I mean by that, I'm supported exactly how and in the ways that I need to be supported. Yesterday's universal cascade was a hilarious thing to fall in my lap. And it brought back more awareness and balance that I didn't realize I was looking for. Your support team responds in ways correct for you and your own reality. This video platform is going to help see, perceive, and feel your own sixth senses throughout your own reality. I will give some insights of my perspective, my belief, my this, my that, blah, 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 blah. You adapt to the things that work for you, that you resonate with, and you leave the others, just the things that don't work for you, don't resonate for you, you leave that for someone else. They're in charge of themselves. You're in charge of you. I have authority over me. The universe plays with all of us. Okay, feet on the ground, deep breath in, and a slow release out. Informed information. Response teams, response guidance. Those that arrive when it's time to turn the water off, stop the fire, steady the earthquake, clear, concise. Galactic help, ancestral help, ancient knowledge, awareness, connection. Niatuia taria sakuya paria taria sukuya taria puya taria satupuya nia sashoya taria kupuya taria sataria shasutu puya taria puya no muya te kerapuya sashaya nane te odeya. Nuya taria satukupa taria sashasuya taria satesha sukupa taria taria takeshka muya taria sataria kupa taria sasasuya taria shasataria tupuya taria tupuya nania te kumuya taya. And release. Okay, random card in reference to the light language, and then a little bit of chat. Divine Feminine. Hello, Mother Earth. Oh! I might bridge it into this one, or I might make a whole different video. So before I step that direction, when I was saying words, I was picking up feeling, braids, and fragments. My light language, I braid together a collection of sounds that I hear. Origin point is just kind of my thing. And hearing words and feeling a frequency vibration of. So that's why the slow start with a word and then a pause in the beginning. I don't usually do that, but yesterday was an incredibly dynamic, but it was a very full day with lots going on all at once. Okay, so also today, it's 11:49, I am getting a tattoo done. Let me pull a random card. And this tattoo is of 11 belief. Significant importance to me. The Hierophant and the Emperor. The energy that brings form, structure, and meaning to the mundane 3D. Hello, here I am. How's your day? I am quickly going to settle into a quiet space and open up into receiving energy, and then I'm just going to hold that there. After the tattoo has been placed, I will come back and do another reading and a video for that. What I am seeking in that orb of space between this video and the next is going to be divine masculine energy. And for me personally, when I mention that, I am speaking more of the large hand of galactic guidance that holds and hugs all of us. Oftentimes when I refer to divine feminine energy, I am speaking of Mother Earth, although she is as masculine as she is feminine. Just like masculine energy, balanced in harmony, is as feminine as masculine. So, focusing on the energy between my hands. Bringing that in. Anchoring it down. Okay. Orb of energy. Freedom. Oh. 311. I am going to read freedom real fast. The energy of freedom supports our sense of limitless possibilities and potential, boundless expression, and bold exploration. I love that America, to me, is about freedom, sovereign independence. I have a deep appreciation for my physical biological father and the ancestral heritage that has been handed down through time to all of us. America, yesterday, one of the random coincidences that arrived, I was speaking to a gentleman from Africa, and he was lovely, likes to play soccer, really good at basketball. And he was telling me about his journey to get to America and his perceptions of one to the other. And he looked at me as, so he's like, I was meant to meet you. And I was like, yeah, I know. I didn't tell him I was an American shaman or much of me. But what I did say is that everything is always on purpose. And I talked about how much Africa has done and how much appreciation I have in my heart. And he made a comment about the resources. And it made me laugh. I was like, look what your resources have built. Africa has built up the entire world. And there'll come a time when they look at their resources and realize, oh, that belongs to me. That's mine. I did this. That's mine. And I helped you. I believe Africa will take a very strong role in ushering in a new time for all of the world. So it was wonderful meeting him, speaking to him, and having the opportunity to talk about what America's done and how America has helped, and how while we may have gobbled up quite a bit of resources, and then we win a war, and we get to be the biggest bully on the block, we're way more than that, though. I talked about how America taught sovereign independence and freedom, how you can be born next to a king or a queen and rise within your own ranks. The right to live in the happy joy journey of the pursuit of freedom, the pursuit of happiness. So, yeah, quite on target for yesterday. The next video will be in reference to divine masculine energy and how that enriches our reality. Take care. Be well.